So Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal to apologize for his past anti-Semitic statements. In it, he attributed his behavior to a car crash 25 years ago, which he says caused his traumatic injuries and contributed to what he says is bipolar disorder. He says he, quote, lost touch with reality because of the condition. So what is your reaction to this apology? Tom, we'll start with you.
To quote Randy Jackson, it's a no from me, dog. Absolutely no. Here's the thing, thumbs up for apologizing, I guess, but to me, these are just empty words for somebody who's just trying to sell an album that's coming out next week. I have a lot of people in my life who are on the autism spectrum and are also bipolar, and none of those people have ever gone on racist and anti-Semitic tirades, and the fact that you're using that as an excuse for those things is actually disgusting and does a horrible disservice to those communities. At the absolute bare minimum, Ye should be donating large amounts of money to the Black and to the Jewish communities because he literally profited off of selling shirts that have swastikas on them. Mm-hmm. That's the person we're talking about. So great job on recording an album, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to disagree with you. I 100% agree with you. I think for me, the struggle is I'm not a psychiatrist, and if you are, then maybe you have a bit more of a professional opinion about this. I can only respond to this as a fan on the outside, a former fan. You know, it's been hard following him. My thing is this, what is the line between a mental illness or even a brain injury, of which I know people personally who've had both bipolar and a brain injury, and I will say it has had dramatic impacts on their personality. But what is the line between that and being an awful human? And so I don't know that you can say it's because he's awful or it's because of the brain injury. What if it's a little bit of both? And again, I don't know. Kudos to him for apologizing, but I think this is just words. What is he going to do next? And why would you muddy the waters of an apology with an album coming out? If you truly were sorry, then you should not be making, he even brought up, I'm not apologizing just because I want to sell stuff. But you just are muddying the waters, so why would you even put that in the universe?
Would it make a difference though if you found out, like you were suggesting, that all of the proceeds are going to start to make reparations?
Makes a difference.
Does that make any? I don't know that it is.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
And I need
Receipts.
to see it. I don't want to hear the words that you're going to... I need to see
the check.
Every last penny, and I want to see that money. And what you were saying is right. We don't know what we don't know. And you don't want to say something negative about a person who is struggling with their mental health. Yeah. But for me, there's been so many horrible things that he has done to the Jewish and Black community that I hopped off that bandwagon a long time ago. And the apology is great, but just because you apologize doesn't mean we have to go back to the way things were.
Exactly.
So that's fine that you apologize, but as a person who has money to spend on lots of different artists, he will not be an artist I will spend my money on. Personally, it's just not what I want to do. But you know what, when I heard from the Breakfast Club, because they reported on this and they said the album's coming out in March, and then he also has plans to head back out on the road for a tour later on this year, that's when I go, there we go. That's all I needed to hear. So I'm good on it.
And like the thing is like I obviously want to give a bit of like a kudos to like starting that conversation with the apology, because I also think we live in a world right now where we actually need to start bringing people in who start to realize the problems that they've created, or they might have been on the wrong side of history, especially with what's happening in the world right now. But I do truly believe that this is only happening because he has an album and a tour.
So you might have considered it differently if he was just doing it
and he didn't have an album, he didn't have a tour, he didn't have a fashion.
That's what resonates with
where
me.
He put it out. It's also the where. If he had done something, you can get in front of a camera and he just his face to face. What is this, an ad? What is this? You paid to be in this newspaper?
No,
Who
totally.
wrote this?
But what you said resonated with me. I do think as we start to move towards, like, I don't know, the new world order. I don't know what it is that we're in right now. I wonder if, like, I do want to see more people who maybe have done or said wrong things. Maybe there are some things you can never come back from, no matter what the case is. But I think that we need more apologies. We need more people saying, I realized what I did was wrong, and then trying to do reparations and hearing them and at least giving them the first apology to see if they then do better, and assuming the best and not the worst. I think we need to start to organize ourselves around the world.
But don't try to sell us stuff 5 seconds later.
That's the thing.
Don't try to sell me stuff 5 seconds later.
Yeah,
That's where you lose.
It's giving the like, I'm sorry, but
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
I'm
there-
sorry, I've run out of money and I need more. So, is this
yeah.
enough?
Fair.
we need
I
a
think
I'm
that-
sorry period.
I think it's an
Yeah.
I'm sorry, period. And I mean, I think the cat's out of the bag already because we know about the album and the tour. But I think also it's not just the first step, it's going to be his second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 75th step to see if he's actually asking
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
forgiveness.
And I hope that, hopefully he's getting the help that he needs, and I'm hoping that maybe that he has turned a new leaf, but I mean, at this current moment, it doesn't feel like a new situation to me.
Yeah.
It feels like
I
the
feel
same
like
old.
we've given him enough airtime. Let's move on.